Welcome to Doc Talk. I'm Dr. Ann Borik, and today I want to talk about the human heart. How do we keep our heart healthy? You know, there are different parts of the human heart. There's the electrical wiring of the heart that causes the heart to beat and to pump blood out. Then there's the pump itself, the structure of the heart, that is very important to maintain a healthy muscle in order to pump blood out, to feed the rest of the body, to nourish the body. Today I want to focus on that pump, the muscle as a structure. And we know that there are certain conditions that can cause that pump to become hardened and sick and unhealthy. And so today, let's just focus on for a moment, how do we keep our heart healthy? Well, exercise is one way. It's important to exercise to keep that muscle pumping and moving so that it doesn't atrophy, to keep it strong. Other things that we can do to keep a healthy heart is to eat right. Make sure that you're adding nourishing food to your body to prevent atherosclerosis or premature hardening of the artery. Fresh fruits and vegetables, very, very important for the body. Keep stress at a minimum. That's very important as well. These are the things that we can consciously make a decision to do to keep our health and our heart working at its maximum capacity. But today, I want to share with you something else. And that is there's a whole list of conditions that can cause the heart muscle to become hardened. And oftentimes, there's not a whole lot we can do to prevent that. There's what we call infiltrative diseases of the heart muscle, amyloidosis, sarcoidosis, where protein infiltrates the muscle and it causes the muscle to become stiff so that it doesn't pump blood out the way that it should. It doesn't receive blood the way that it should. And as a result, the body declines, and it's an unhealthy heart situation in the body. Sometimes the heart muscle can actually thicken. It can become very thick to the point where the muscle itself doesn't function because it's too thick. There's a condition that affects even young athletes called IHSS, idiopathic hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. It's a devastating disease that's a genetic disease that oftentimes there's not a whole lot we can do about it. The heart becomes hardened, and as a result, the electrical wiring system goes awry, and people unfortunately die of cardiac arrest. But when it comes to how to maintain the spiritual heart, in Scripture it says, harden not your heart. Well, how do we do that? I'd like to suggest a couple of things. You know, in Scripture, the story where Jesus found the leopard man, the man with leprosy, and Jesus was moved with pity, and he reached out his hand and he said, be made clean. That's a perfect example of Jesus showing us how to be. In other words, to have pity for others, to reach out to help each other, to not always be, looking in at yourself, but rather focus your attention on others. By doing that, that's the medicine that is so important to keep the spiritual heart from becoming hardened. It says, harden not your heart. The way to do that is to help each other, to extend yourself out, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And so I think it's an important analogy today, just to think about in your own life. Maintain health. Do the things that you can do to keep your body healthy. Avoid smoking, for example. We know that alcohol in excess causes the heart muscle to weaken. To avoid those things so that your heart, the physical heart, the structure of your heart, maintains its health. And when it comes to spiritual health, it's important to keep in mind to do unto others as you would have them do unto you, to help each other, and to extend beyond yourself so that just like Jesus reached out his hand and said, be made clean, extend beyond yourself toward others, which will keep your heart healthy and pliable and soft so that it doesn't become hardened.